What's up? It's Kev with Atmosphere FC, and in today's video, I'll be talking about the U.S. versus Panama game that happened last night. As you know, we're in World Qualifiers. We didn't qualify to the last World Cup, and this video will be a little bit different. It won't be an interview format. I kind of just want to get the reactions and your point of view on how the game went. So yeah, welcome Pablo Cruz, my man from Pasadena, California. You're someone that has a lot of pro experience, a lot of national team experience. So I know that your point of view of the game is very sharp. I wanted to pick your brain on what you thought about last night's game. Welcome, bro.
What up, Kev? Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for having me, first of all.
Yeah.
And man, it's been a minute, bro. We've been talking about this. I'm finally on. Honestly, you know, what can I say, bro? Just United States, they can't be thinking that like Central America is easy, bro.
His way, I think it was just a bad game. It was bad overall team performance. Nothing really clicked for us. What stuck out for me is the 7 changes in the lineup. I see where Gregg Berhalter is coming in, and the rotations are important. You know, you rest some guys off. It's 3 games in 7 days. So I'm not opposed to rotating the squad a little bit, but putting 7 new people in the starting lineup, that's a lot. You know, we're coming off a good game against Jamaica. We finally look creative. We finally created goals off the run of play. I didn't agree with, you know, so many changes being made.
What I think it was from the United States is that they underestimated Panama. Panama, first of all, is one of the teams right now that's a sleeping giant, bro. They literally are like new to soccer, man. They're new to soccer. Honduras is been playing for a while. El Salvador been playing for a while. Panama is new to soccer, and they're already like getting up there.
Yeah. So
United States needs to give Panama more respect. First of all, they're playing away. You don't do 7 changes like you said.
Yeah, no, I 100%
really went in.
I think that, you know, the mentality that we should have is one game at a time. And we keep hearing that, you know, in the first window was like, we want to get 9 points. And then it went from changing to, you know, we want to get those 9 points, maybe slow it down and let's take it one game at a time. But if you think about it, Weston McKennie is already out because he's injured. So he flew back to Columbus. I think Gregg Berhalter's attitude was like, hey, maybe let's just try to come out of here with a point. And
wrong time. Place to do it.
And as you said, Panama is not a bad side. They came out organized. They came ready to play. They were at home. Their coach is, you know, respectable Spanish guy. I don't really know much about him, but everyone, from what I hear, from the research that I did, the Panamanian people love him. So they already you know.
Yeah, he's from Denmark.
Yeah.
Thomas Christiansen.
And I think that we definitely underestimated. We didn't give him the respect that they deserved. And they came to slapped us in the fucking face, bro. Like, we got to get rid of all that mentality that effort is going to be enough. Like, yeah, we have a good roster and we have depth, but we got to come out and play every single match, bro. Like, there's so much pressure on qualifying, and in qualifiers, the qualifying spot is not going to be handed to us. It's almost arrogant to think that we're going to get an easy point or an easy W against these Central American teams, because if you got to think about it, their mentality is coming to beat and kill the USA every single time, no matter if
that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. And USA, they need to understand that, like, it's like, these guys aren't playing, bro. Like, it's no joke. Like, they're like, okay, either we're going to lose or we're still going to go in on you.
Yeah.
We're going to go in. In Panama, they're good, bro. They are very good. Here's what I think. Costa, personally, I'm not hating, but I don't think he should be starting.
Yeah.
Who do you have on the bench right now? You have Roldan, you have Adams, you have Yellen, you have Dest. Any one of those could have filled in that spot. Costa, to me personally, I played against him in a friendly preseason match. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, I don't
think he's that good. Straight up.
I think with McKennie being out, you sit Tyler Adams out. That's our whole midfield. And, you know, Costa, legit. They're both very dependable players. They're very experienced players, but I don't think it's what, you know, they don't fit the rotation, or they don't fit that lineup that we need, as far as that we need those risk takers like Tim Weah, the Aaronsons, the Yunus Musa, to try and dribble, try to advance the ball up the field and try to, you know,
go at people.
and try to break the line of defense. You know, that way we can play it out to our outside backs and whip that ball in. I love Jazzy Zardes. We played with Jazzy Zardes. I feel like Jazzy Zardes has a lot of quality, but Jazzy Zardes is best in front of the goal. You got to give him opportunities to win that header in the, you know, he can strike anything that's within 18 yards. Jazzy Zardes is going to try to put it on target. And yesterday, with the midfield that we have, he couldn't really get anything, you know. So that's why we had 0 shots on target, and that's very concerning. Not to talk bad on the MLS players, but I feel like for rotation, we have, if we're gonna sit out Tyler Adams, which he has been playing a lot of games, you know, Wesley McKennie, who's recovering from injury, give us someone that, you know, actually can go at people and can actually take that risk and try to, you know, advance the ball and try to just go at people. And I feel like Gregg Berhalter's managing decisions were a little off. Like if rotation was the main focus for this lineup, Paulo Riola shouldn't have a breather, you know. Let Aronson, he came out and he took out Ricardo Pepi and he took out Brendan Aronson.
That's what I was gonna say. Is Pepi just came off scoring another goal.
Yeah.
Play him again.
Yeah.
Play him again. We started 4-4-2. He went 4-3-3. Do a 4-4-2.
Ricardo Pepi's coming off 2 hot games, and you took him out like in the 65th minute to rest him for the next game because he's got to start him again. Because my thinking is, man, we're gonna try to get as many points as we can. Luckily, Canada tied against Jamaica, and luckily in points, you know, it's still a pretty tight table. So, but I feel like the arrogance of us Americans needs to, like, we need to cut it out, bro. We're not that good. We're not a powerhouse yet. So we have to come out and play every single match. I understand that Tyler Adams has played all the minutes, but he's our captain. He has to be able to sacrifice, and he has to be in that anchor of the field just to get us going.
That's a very, very young captain.
The energy of the players was off. That little bit of the blame on the players just because the energy wasn't there. We had to come on and get stuck in. But it's all on Gregg Berhalter, bro. Like I don't want to sound negative. I think he's done a decent job as of now. But
I think he's doing a great job picking up like from where we were at. We were at low, very low.
Man.
And now we picked it up with Aronson. He's like my favorite player on the team. Him and Pepi's obviously scoring goals.
Yeah.
Those 2 kids, they're doing.
You have to have them in the starting lineup. Those are the only guys I feel like actually have been consistent. Tyler Adams, you know, our defensive back line. Walker Zimmerman was not even on the roster, yet he's our captain. Nothing wrong with him. He had 2 good games. I feel like we have to find the consistency of a starting lineup. I can see that a 4-3-3 can work because we have the athleticism and we have the quality of players, but we just have to find the right combination of the midfield, bro. Like
I don't know what game plan he was going for.
The game plan was very unclear, bro, and
it looked like he was just trying to rest players.
I feel like he came out with the mentality like, look, we're going to try to get a point on the road. We're going to try to rest guys. That way we can come in Wednesday against Costa Rica and try to get the W at home, which I feel like, again, that's ignorant, bro. We don't have the luxury to do that. We're not good enough to do that, especially after not qualifying. Like, how can we still have the mentality? That's what kind of ticks me off.
Well, I think they feel like, oh, we won that tournament that just passed. What was it? It was the Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup, and
they beat Mexico twice already in 2 finals.
We have to change that. We have to scrap that. We actually have to play every single game like it's 3 points or nothing. You know, we can't be thinking about the future. Yeah, we can obviously strategically rest players, but a 7 is a lot, bro. Like I think that's where we went wrong off rip. That putting a whole different lineup.
Panama's tied now in points.
Yeah, in points with us. They tied Mexico. How did Gregg think that he was going to come out and get an easy W, point at home?
They just gave Costa Rica a chance to move up.
Yeah.
Now this game is crucial, you know. You're playing against Costa Rica. Costa Rica's picking it up. They were losing to El Salvador 1-0, and they ended up winning 2-1. That gives them a boost.
They're coming in with a good momentum, you know, especially coming from behind. But I will say, bro, even though we can critique and we can talk shit about, you know, what went wrong and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But what the positive side I see is that it's not the end of the world. We're still sitting third. We're tied for second, you know, and Mexico sitting up top of the table. This kind of was a wake up call. And let's, you know, it's the last game of this window, and it's at home. So we have to. I feel like we're gonna come out hot on Wednesday, and I think we are going to get the W. I think Weston McKennie's going to be well rested. I think you put Tyler Adams in the middle, and you got to have Brendan Aronson, bro. Brendan Aronson is our most aside from Pepe in the box. Brendan Aronson is our most dangerous player. He's creative. He can take people on. He can whip crosses in, and also I feel like we need more effort from our backs. Shaq Moore and Bello didn't give us much. Bello had a rough time getting cooked down that line, and like also he wasn't getting forward, and like his service is.
I think our the defense for the United States is very, very vulnerable.
Yeah,
I don't think my personal opinion, I don't think they're strong enough right there. That's their weak point.
Yeah.
And they're very young as well.
We definitely bring Serginho Dest back in. That way we can just have a threat on the wings, bro. We need to get those balls.
I mean, Barcelona isn't doing great themselves, but he's playing at Barcelona.
Yeah.
So why bench him?
Yeah.
He's playing in one of the best clubs in the world. So you can't bench that guy.
As much as I love the MLS, bro, I want to give the MLS credits in the perfect system. It should be a balance of MLS players and European players. But yesterday there was Paulo Ariola, Sebastian Legit, Bello, and Jazzy Zardes. They didn't earn their spot. So it's hard to defend them and, you know, keep those MLS players in the starting roster with the performance they made yesterday. Like, they didn't come out hungry. They didn't make a difference. So, and I don't want to think, I've been hearing this rumor that the U.S. Federation has a certain number of MLS players that need to be called and a certain number that need to be starting. I really hope they don't have any influence on Gregg Berhalter's opinion on the decision making. I really don't want to get into that, you know. And like I said, like I love the MLS guys, and I think Sebastian Legit is great and dependable, and Jazzy Zardes is dependable. Right now, we don't need dependable. We need those dangerous players, those risk takers that are gonna break down teams. You saw what Yunus Musa can do. You saw what Tim Weah could do against Jamaica. These guys they're creative. They want to go forward. They want to put the ball. They want to get the ball out to the wing. You see, Yunus Musa is 18, bro. Tim Weah is 22, 21. These players have experience in Europe. They can break down defenses. And what's the other guy's name? Luca De La Torre. He's in form right now, but he hasn't got any minutes. I feel like he deserves a chance now that we've seen Sebastian Legit, you know, not be that productive. Every time he gets the ball, bro, he passes it back. Every time I saw a few times where Yunus Musa got out of a tight space and played in with the ball.
Again, that guy Luca De La Torre.
Yeah,
he's a center midfielder.
That's what I'm saying.
Why not give him a chance?
Like, you know, like as much as I like I said, back to MLS guys, Paulo Ariola, he gave us a good 90 minutes against Jamaica, but he's a runner.
But then we're talking also Jamaica with 2 points last place.
Exactly.
Who's not going to shine like that? Who's not going to be able to supposedly be effective and going at them? Speed is not everything.
Yeah.
Speed is not everything, and that's what I see from some of these players. Is like it's all speed and strength.
It's very robotic, bro. Like I said, we need those, and we have those players to take on the line of defense and try to disbalance. That way, we can get the ball out and get the ball in the middle.
Aronson is the most creative player, the most crafty.
I agree.
Of all the players. At the end of the day, you know, Jazzy Zardes, he is a goal scorer. He's a proven goal scorer.
But he's someone that needs to. He's someone that needs to come off the bench. I feel like Sebastian Legit and Jazzy Zardes, Paulo Ariola, they're experienced. You know, they have like probably the most caps on the team. They're that experience you need in the locker room and the training facilities, but not to start, bro. Like, clearly,
that's a difficult one. You know, honestly, because is this what we're gonna go to the World Cup with? Because if so, we're just gonna go over there. Well, United States is going to go over there and just have a free flight.
Yeah,
are you going to compete in the World Cup? Let's be honest.
That's the simplest way to put it. Yesterday, we didn't compete. It's not that, you know, we can't even say we played bad. We just didn't compete at all. Nothing clicked. Everything was in the
I was
midfield was played, you know, kind of like timid. We got to have players in on the starting lineup and on the field that are not afraid to play, are not afraid to take that risk, are not afraid to make that wrong pass. But if it's going forward, there's nothing effective about us keeping the ball and just playing it sideways and keeping it, trying to rotate from side to side. Nah, let's go forward. We have the athleticism. You can see what Pepe can do in the box. We've seen what Jazzy Zardes can do in the box, and we've seen how dangerous Brandon Harrison is. Also, you know, we can't keep using the excuse that, oh yeah, we're young, but like, no, these guys are quality players playing in Europe that are gonna make stuff happen, that are willing to take risks, that are dangerous. Period. Overall,
USA has a long way to go, bro.
Yeah,
Long way to go. Like at this moment, people can hype it up, but we're just playing local.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm going to that topic. Is like, what are they gonna do in the World Cup?
Yeah, what are they gonna do when we play against Belgium? We play against France. We see that, you know,
Spain that just touches the ball on you. You play against Brazil. You play against Argentina.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna defend the whole game?
Yeah, we got to find consistency, man. We got to find consistency in our lineup and our style of play.
What Americans think is just defend, counter attack, go forward, fast, strong.
Bro, I feel like we've grown out of that. We've grown out of that, just having to attack and having to rely on the counter attack, because we have quality players. Yeah, Gregg Berhalter right now, like I said, I'm not one to talk bad about the coaching and stuff like that, but he has proven time after time that his decision making, his managing options are questionable. You know, the rotation of 7 players was crucial. I think also that his substitution, his in-game management was also terrible. Why are you gonna bring, you know, he brings Pepe in and then he takes out, I think, Bello to put Gedlin in. Like, what is that gonna do? We're down 1-0. You know, maybe put a line of 3 back there and put another attacker in there. A lot of this stuff is questionable. So as much as I don't want to be anti Gregg Berhalter right now, like, yeah, bro, like he's fucking up. This last performance was definitely on him, and he's the one to blame. But
we got two W's back to back. Who'd you get them against?
Honduras,
Jamaica, and Honduras. Yeah. Honduras is doing terrible.
Yeah,
they're terrible right now. They're not. I think they're not going to qualify at all. So they're out of the picture. So is Jamaica. You can't get hyped up just because you beat those 2 teams. Think, okay, we're in already.
Yeah.
You play against Panama now, like you said earlier. Wake up call.
Yeah.
Wake up call and stop fucking around. Stop thinking that, oh yeah, I could rest players. I'm going to try this system out. I'm going to try these players out. No, you don't do that.
Especially, it worked. You know, our lineup against Jamaica worked, and if you look at the changes Mexico made, if you look at what Canada did, they only made 2 changes in their starting lineup, and they're coming off W's. You know, I think Canada tied last, but I think Mexico. If you look at Mexico, who's our rival, they didn't make 7 fucking changes. They made 2 changes and went and smacked.
Canada's doing great things, by the way.
Yeah, don't sleep on Canada.
Yeah, Canada is a sleeping giant also. Another one.
It sucks to definitely lose some points in Panama. You know, we let 3 points go. I think the mentality of coming out for a tie is too early for that. And it's also, again, it's stupid for us to think that we're going to get an easy point going down there and our effort is going to be good enough to get us the tie.
They got Costa Rica, hard game. At home, still a hard game. Then they got Mexico.
You know, we're not sitting in a bad spot. It was a disappointing performance, but I think it hurts more because we came off a really great performance against Jamaica. So I feel like it was our chance to keep it going. That way we come home and actually try to get the 9 points that we deserve, that we should be able to collect it in this window. But the past is the past. You know, let's move on to the game on Wednesday against Costa Rica, which Costa Rica has a lot of veterans, a lot of heart. You know, I don't think they're going.
That's what I was gonna say. Costa Rica has a lot of vets.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be an easy game.
Yeah.
I hope United States wins. but it's gonna be honestly, it's gonna be back and forth. I think that Costa Rica has is that they're not scared of United States.
Yeah.
It's not like Honduras that's scared of them. It's not like El Salvador that they're scared of them.
Yeah.
Costa Rica is not afraid to go at United States.
Yeah.
So
And
it's going to be a threat to United States.
We keep saying like, oh, everyone is going to up their level because they're playing the United States. And it's like, no, like a lot of these countries don't have respect for the United States. It's always been like this, you know? So I think we got to worry about the present, and we have to take it game by game, bro. We have to put Tyler Adams back in the middle. Weston McKennie back in the middle. We need to have Yunus Musa goes at people and he takes the ball into the last third of the field. You put Aronson up top, and with Ricardo Pepi as hot as he is, bro, we should be good. I think Walker Zimmerman.
Dest needs to be in the mix.
You bring back Dest. You bring out.
This guy plays for Barcelona.
He has the quality. I think he hasn't had, he hasn't found the right spots because Gregg Berhalter has played him on the left. He's usually on the right. He hasn't found the right position.
His groove,
his groove because of he's been bounced around a lot. So I feel like once Serginho Dest gets in the mix, he's going to be able to assist. He's going to be able to whip balls in, and I think that. Yeah, I think we have to scrap this and we have to go to what worked. And in what worked, it was the lineup against Jamaica. I think you give Paulo Rioli a rest. I think you bring Brandon Aronson. You let Yunus Musa start in there. You have Weston McKennie. You have Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams is our most important player, bro. As far as like the anchor, he has great experience. He's young enough to run, and he just disturbs, bro. He disturbs their whole midfield, and it's never. He's always willing to battle, and that's what we need. I think as far as like our center backs, Walker Zimmerman, he's played the last 2 minutes, the last 2 games, so he might be rested, but he hasn't been bad. The one thing I want to also mention, bro, is the goalie Matt Turner has been the most consistent player that we've had the last 6-7 games.
Yeah,
he a lot of people used to critique him on his distribution, and his distribution wasn't the best against Panama, but against Jamaica, his distribution was on point.
He proved himself in the Gold Cup. So Turner, honestly, I think he deserves to be starting, but personally, I would have put Stefan.
Yeah, I think Stefan was hurt for this last game. I think he flew to Columbus with Weston McKennie, but it wasn't available. But as for a positive right now, I think Matt Turner is positive. He's confident right now. I think that having a confident goalie is going to come a long way, especially in the next game.
I agree on that.
I feel like U.S. fans, they're diehard. They're also very hard to please, and every time we don't perform well, all hell breaks loose. And luckily, we can dust this off, and there's another game right around the corner. So I think we got to focus on Costa Rica, and we have to get a result on Costa Rica. And obviously still, we're all entitled to our opinion. We're all entitled to, we all see the game in different ways. But at the end of the day, we still got to support. We got to stick together, and we got to support. And we just have to have, a positive, I guess, expectation for this qualifier, having conversations like this and having these breaking down the game are necessary. It's our responsibility to care like this. We're only having this conversation not to critique Gregg Berhalter, not to critique Sebastian Lletget and like Jazzy Zardes. We're doing this because we care. Conversations like this are important. I hope to keep doing these videos before and after every game, just what we saw during the game, what we can improve on, what needs to be worked on, and who actually deserves to be on the field.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, I think if Reina was on the field, it'll be a different ballgame. I think he's going to be a difference maker. I personally think that United States is going to qualify to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that kid's going to shine in the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be the one that he's going to put that team on his back. I think Reina's going to do it.
Yeah.
Reina and Aronson.
Even I said myself, like with Pulisic out, even with Gio Reyna out, we have a lot of depth. Usually, that doesn't really mean that we are going to have the chemistry. We have the quality and caliber of players, but it's just about finding.
That's a great point that you said right there. Chemistry.
Yeah.
Are they going to have chemistry?
That's why I'm hurt with the 7 changes in the lineup this past game, because it worked. We came out with probably our most consistent, most solid lineup, and Pulisic wasn't in it. Gio Reyna wasn't in it. So that shows the depth the US has and the potential of chemistry that we can get if Gregg Berhalter manages us the right way before the game with the starting lineup and the in management game. I feel like he has to improve on the subs he brings in. They have to make sense. If we're down a goal away, it doesn't make sense to bring in another defender like Yedlin for a defender. Bring someone else so we can go at them. I have an optimistic mindset for the Costa Rica game. I think we're gonna get a result. I think we're gonna win. If we have the lineup that we had against Jamaica with a few adjustments, maybe take Paul Ariola, give him a breather, and start Tim Weah there or Musa. I think that we can have a chance to just catch them early, bro. Catch them early. Get some balls in the box for Pepe. Pepe's a menace, bro. Like anything in the six, anything in the air. That guy's right now in a good moment.
He's a kid. He's hungry, and he's been scoring. Start him.
Start him, bro. I think sometimes it's to keep it simple,
Sardis is better coming off the bench for the national team.
Facts. I think so too. Like I said, Jazzy Zardes is our boy. I have a lot of respect for Jazzy Zardes. Yeah. Jazzy Zardes just scored his 100th goal in MLS, so he's in form. But I don't think he's at the level where he can start. Where we can depend on him to be our superstar striker, especially.
It's because they don't have chemistry like within the national team, like for him.
Yeah.
In club is different. Like they know how to play with him.
Yeah.
Once it comes to the national team, it's different. Pepe is just a natural goal scorer. Like
definitely a hard pill to swallow after the Panama game. But after the game, you right away, even if you win, you're thinking about the next one. I think our players are gonna step up. I think that
I hope so, but this is gonna be a big challenge for them, man.
Big test.
Costa Rica, yeah. Costa Rica's no joke, man. They've been doing so bad, and they just got momentum right now.
Yeah.
They just got momentum with this win against El Salvador. So now they got to go for it.
I think
not they're out.
It's a constant pattern. I feel like the USA, we make our life harder, bro. Like we could have gone to Panama and try to go for the win with a stronger lineup. And then right now we could have came and played Costa Rica at home.
Risk a point here.
Exactly. We should have risked. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna try to risk, if you're gonna try to go in for a tie, try to go for the tie at home against the stronger opponent, which was Costa Rica. So again, that falls on Gregg. He went in with that mentality.
He underestimated Panama. There's no doubt about that. Now he's gonna regret it if Costa Rica ends up getting points here.
Remember, but I'll be excited. I'll be watching. I'm gonna get lit. Get some beers in my system, support the national team. Because
you thought we wasn't.
You thought we definitely, man. They thought we wasn't. Yeah,
we have that love for the national team.
Yeah, it's like it's a pride, like even as much hate as we get, even in the ups and downs, like even when we don't qualify, like I'm still watching, I'm still tuning in.
We want them to succeed, but we also want to see some changes within the federation because I feel like there's still like a lot of flaws that they have.
Yeah, no, man, I appreciate you giving your insight. I hope to talk to you after the Costa Rica game, and hopefully we can have a more pleasant conversation, a less negative conversation.
Yeah, right.
After we get that W, because we definitely need 3 points. I don't even want to talk about the tie.
United States cannot afford to lose and then tie.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, because that makes it so much harder. Because think about, we have Mexico in the next round at home. Mexico, and some of these cities in the United States, it's a home game for them, bro, because their fan base is ridiculous. So we have to. This game is very important because we have to have a positive morale going into the Mexico game.
Win this game. If they win this game, momentum goes up.
Facts. Yeah, man. We'll wrap it up at that, my boy. Thank you for your time. Like I said, we're gonna talk after the Costa Rica game, and hopefully, is a positive result. Peace.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Peace.